Here, Thayer kicks and delivers the off-speed. Maxwell fouls that down the first base of the stadium, and Gordon lost his hat chasing after it, not able to get there now, 2-2. Low for a ball again. The way that the Panthers hitters is, there's ball 4, is the way that they're able to
Number 5, Cole Tanksley.
Does take its toll on the pitcher. Of course, on Tuesday night, unable to take advantage against Hayden Capers. He's playing shortstop this evening. But we're just a base hit away from tying that game up. First hit by Pitt in the bottom half of the first. The leadoff hitter for the line. Not sure this is a spot where you intentionally would hit someone. Jordan Andrews now, DA. Here, if you can get this ball into the outfield, Panthers have a good chance to. Andrews batting 9th there, and Dyer coming up as your leadoff hitter. You got 2 straight, have too many left-handed hitters. Swung on and fouled. That might stay in the crowd. Got to watch out. There's some kids playing down there. Not the same size netting here. Of course, we're up are set back a bit more from the field, so those high foul balls back towards us have a chance to hit somebody in the face if they're not looking. As I've said this season a few times, got to be alert. Well, no home game for Leander tonight. Home game for Leander tonight. Straight up the middle, and that'll be a single from Logan Dyer. Old Tanksley will come across. And Logan Dyer already a really productive evening. On base twice. And Panthers ahead 2-0. One out now. And the throw back from the first baseman, got it away from Thayer. Again, thanks for joining us tonight. Apologies for the technical issues on the live broadcast, but thanks for watching, whether it's live or on tape. There goes Dyer, and hit and run. It will get past the third baseman, and Panthers will have 2 on with 1 out. As stepping up now. Another, of course, bats weren't doing a whole lot in top half of the first. Bats are doing a lot in the second, and runners go, and a hit by Neuenschwander through the middle. Dyer will score. There will be a play at third. It gets past the third baseman. Neuenschwander will advance to second, and Coach Creek likes that a lot, the field of play. So Toby Ryman, who's pinch running for Cole Tanksley, will cross, and Neuenschwander will get to third for the Panthers. Carson Sharp now to the plate, just checking everything. So technically I believe it's a 2-run, well, 1-run single there from Neuenschwander, and then the error advanced both runners. Swing and a miss from the scoring is Neuenschwander's hit on the hit and run. Great hit and run by Coach Creek. We've seen that twice in this inning. Scores 2. And the Panthers take that. DeMars stepping up. Panthers with 5 runs in the top half of the second. Hayden Capers leads things off for the Lions. Looking at a couple balls to start the at-bat from Chucky Cade Neuenschwander. Capers, of course, the star of Tuesday night, pitched a 6-inning shutout and then gave the ball to Max Kreitz, who just about saved it for the Lions. And 4-pitch walk from Neuenschwander to Capers.
Now batting number 11, Logan Mitchell.
Logan Mitchell now. The shortstop for, the left fielder for Lions this evening. And that pitch outside, right on the outside corner for a strike. Finally completing our first true Tuesday-Friday District 2-game set. There's a strike 0-2 now from Neuenschwander, who's finding that strike zone a lot easier against Mitchell. Neuenschwander working quick and got him to chase a ball inside. Big strikeout for Chucky.
Now batting number 24, Caleb Bradford.
We had that 2-game set against Cedar Park to start the district season over spring break. That was Wednesday, Tuesday, cut foul. Hard contact from Bradford, the right fielder. Pretty good game on Tuesday night for Bradford. A couple singles, well, maybe you call them errors. Swing and a miss now behind 0-2 to Cade Neuenschwander. A couple ground balls at Cade Neuenschwander, who was playing shortstop on Tuesday night. And Neuenschwander not able to get the ball over to first. Looks at ball 1 there. Bradford certainly dangerous on the base pass, lots of speed. It is Hayden Capers who's at first. Swing and a miss. Boy, after a 4-pitch walk, 2 commanding strikeouts from Chucky. And the first baseman for the Lions stepping up. Swings and grounds it down the line for a hit. Capers going to come around. It's a deep corner over there. And Chase Maxwell is going to try and get it out of there. And it's a double for Peyton Gordon, who will continue the inning. Now it's the 9-hitter, Rhett Bronstad, the second baseman for the Lions, who will step up. 2 out, 2 men in scoring position. Bronstad got on a couple times on Tuesday night with a walk and a single. Swings at the off speed. Neuenschwander, beautiful pitch. Right through there now, 0-2, just really aggressive pitching here from Neuenschwander. It's great when you got that 5-run lead, you can really go at these hitters. Not afraid to throw strikes. Here's Chucky, 0-2 now, swing and a miss. Boy, that's patented Cade Neuenschwander inning. Gives up a walk and a 2-bagger, but 3 strikeouts, blows through that Lions lineup. Liberty Hill still with that 5-0 lead. Chase Maxwell leading it off for the Panthers here in inning number 3. Swings and fouls it off to the right side. Chase walked in the previous inning, walked to lead off the productive top half of the second. Pops that one out into right. Bradford comes onto it and makes the play.
Now batting number 5, Cole Tanksley.
Cole Tanksley stepped to the plate for the Panthers now. He was hit by a pitch in the previous inning, and just like Chase Maxwell, did come around to score. Scored on that hit and run play. Two balls, no strikes now to Tanksley. Carson Riley single, who Tanksley came around to score on. Three balls, no strikes, 1 out. And there's a strike now. 3-1. There's a ball outside, so another walk. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks
Number 17, Jordan Andrews.
drawn by this Liberty Hill lineup. And again, welcome in, folks, if you are just joining us here Swung on, driven right at second base. Might go for two. Tanks has got to get over fast, and that's a double play. Andrews got good contact, but good defensive play by Rhett Bronstedt. And that'll end the top half of the third. So welcome in, folks. Apologies for the connectivity issues we've had in the first couple innings of this game. Just give you a brief summary of what has happened in this game. Top half of the first, Panthers got 3 men on, bases loaded with 2 outs. Were not able to capitalize. In the top half of the second, a walk, hit by pitch, and 3 singles in a row, including an error, a fielding error, scored 5 runs for the Panthers, and they are up 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Absolutely taking over this game. Harrison Thayer is pitching for the Lions, and it's Chucky. Caden Neuenschwander pitching for the Panthers. Hasn't had it all his way. A hit by pitch, a walk, and a 2-bagger is what Neuenschwander has given up in this game, but in classic Chucky style, struck out 3 in the bottom half of the second to blow through the Lions lineup, and has kept them scoreless through 2, which is really the important thing, is the scoreboard.
For the Lions, number 8, Damian Stout.
Damian Stout, who was hit by a pitch on the first pitch he saw in the bottom half of the first inning. See what happens now, and that crosses the outside corner of the plate. Strike 1, 2, Stout. There's a strike now. 0-2. Again, Neuenschwander, with the benefit of having that 5-run cushion, can really go at these hitters. That one's fouled off towards the dugout area. Thanks for being with us tonight on Vype Live. My name is Adam Mueller. Again, apologies for those errors, connectivity issues out here in Leander. We think we've got that all fixed now. Panthers looking to split another 2-game set here in district play. 0-2 pitch from Chucky, grounded on that left side. Nice play by Tanksley. He's got to throw over to first and does really well. Good defensive play by Cole Tanksley. And the visiting Panthers crowd likes that one a lot. As I mentioned earlier, really good away faithful here for Liberty Hill. Really showing out. I do have the PA speaker almost facing me directly, so you'll hear all the music and the PA announcements pretty loud. Aiden Salazar steps up. Flew out in the first inning. Strike 1 from Chucky. Kicks and delivers the 0-1, just blowing it past him with the fastball. Kicks, delivers, swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Aiden Salazar goes down.
Now batting number 22, Kobe Holmes.
Kobe Holmes stepping up. Of course, he had a couple of crucial singles on Tuesday night. Grounded out into a fielder's choice in the first. Now sort of flares that one over first. Sharp not able to make the play, and it will be a single for Kobe Holmes, who seems to be a specialist at putting the ball in play and getting on base.
Now batting number 10, Max Kreitz.
Max Kreitz steps in. Of course, Kreitz got the save on Tuesday night, even though the tying run was on second with 2 outs in the bottom half of that 7th inning. Sort of been the story for Liberty Hill. Fine margins. 0-1 from Neuenschwander, pops straight in the air. Over comes Carson Sharp and makes the play, and that'll be it. Again, a little bit of trouble for Chucky, but he gets out of it. And we will head to the fourth. Liberty Hill 5, Leander nothing.
Leading off the top of the fourth for Liberty Hill, number 12, Logan Dyer.
Logan Dyer leading things off in the top half of the fourth inning here. Liberty Hill with the big 5-0 lead after the 5-run second. Harrison Thayer still on the bump for the Lions. Dyer's had a productive night so far for sure. Hit by the pitch in the first to lead off the game and then singled in the second. And came across, time called. It was one of those runs that scored on the Cade Neuenschwander single. And as Dyer was sliding to third, the ball got past the third baseman, so he got home one. And there's a grounder up the right side. Nice play by Bronstad, but his throw is errant. And I think you got to give Logan Dyer another base hit for that.
Now batting number 28, Carson Riley.
It was a tough play for Rhett Bronstedt into sort of short right field. And Dyer's on base for the third time. Carson Riley now, catcher for the Panthers. Puts down a really nice bunt all the way down to first. It'll be an easy step for Gordon, but does advance the runner.
Now batting number 10, Cade Neuenschwander.
And the opposite number for the Panthers, number 10. Pitching tonight is Cade Neuenschwander. Also somebody that's been on base twice, walked in the first, singled in the second, and actually got all the way around to third on that single because of the errant throw to third base. And then the ball, after it was thrown past third, actually left the stadium, so the umpires gave all runners another base. So Neuenschwander, I guess you can say, technically singled and then advanced 2 bases on the error. That one inside now, 2-0. There. Pitches that one low, 3-0. You know that Chucky's going to wait for his pitch, probably looking all the way here, and that will be called a strike. Stout is coming up to throw after every pitch, but I wouldn't say that Hayden Capers over at shortstop for the Lions is holding on Logan Dyer that close. 1-out now, 3-1. Here comes the second baseman. You can see him. And strike 2 now. Filled up, 3-2. Bronstad comes over, covers second. There, looks twice, 3 times, will come home, and fouled back by Neuenschwander. Nice job by Chucky to stay focused when the pitcher looks over at a runner that many times. It's easy to sort of lose your rhythm, lose your concentration, but Chucky stayed locked in. Really high there for ball 4. Second walk of the game for Neuenschwander.
Now batting number 23, Carson Sharp.
2 on. Carson Sharp steps in. Chucky, of course, pitching tonight, so he'll come off, and pinch runner will be, see if I can see those white numbers. I need a second here. Two men on, 1 out. Carson Sharp up. There's a strikeout and a walk in this game. Big swing. That is Brody Hayter over at first, pinch running for the second time in this game. Swung on, fouled right back at us. Luckily, it's over our head. Oh, 2 count now to Carson Sharp. Love Cox to throw to first. Certainly can't accuse Damian Stout of being a passive catcher, man. He is up and ready to throw after every pitch. 1-2 now. Swung on, popped up, down the line. Don't know if the left field is going to have a play, and it's just going to be out of his reach. Foul. Maybe lost it in the lights, I'm not exactly sure. Two men on, 1 out. Harrison Thayer pitching for the line, so Carson Sharp swings, and ball got away from Stout, but of course with a runner on, can't advance to first, so automatically out. 2 out now. Gavin Voth steps up. Voth walked in the first and then grounded out in the second, but does get an RBI on that ground out. This is a tough play now for Kreitz. Throws across his body. Really nice defensive play from Max Kreitz, as that will end the inning. And
Leading off the bottom of the 4th for the Lions, number 3, Hayden Capers.
And the first play of the inning, Hayden Capers grounds it right over to first here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Now batting number 11, Logan Mitchell.
Good contact from Capers, but Neuenschwander retires the first batter of the 4th. Talk about those fine margins in the Panthers season, calling him for the strike as Mitchell went around on that nasty changeup from Chucky. Swing and foul back, 0-2. Head in the count. I was talking about those fine margins. Of course, last Friday, Panthers go into the top half of the 7th inning with a 5-3 lead. Aren't able to hold on to it, lose 6-5, and then Tuesday night losing 2-1, 2 close district losses. Chopped down the middle. Tanksley's got a play to make here, and does. Nice job by Cole Tanksley. Made a couple good defensive efforts at shortstop.
Now batting number 24, Caleb Bradford.
Caleb Bradford stepping up. One of those strikeout victims from the 2nd inning for Neuenschwander. First pitch of ball from Cade to Bradford. That is a strike though, 1-1. A little awkward swing there from Bradford. This first time on Tuesday night where we've seen in district play, as Coach Grissom wants to talk to his right fielder here. First time on Tuesday night we saw a pitching duel in district where Panthers did not come out on top. Seems like in low-scoring games, at least in district play, they've been able to get the win, not on Tuesday. This time around, good to get that 5-0 lead earlier in this game. Give yourself a cushion. Give Chucky some room to work. Quick kick and delivers. And after the timeout by Coach Grissom, Bradford's looked at a couple balls. Filled up now, 2 out. Swings late on that one. And Neuenschwander gets through the 4th unscathed. We head to the 5th. Panthers 5, Lions 0. Into the 5th we go here at the Blue Diamond at Leander High School. Thanks for watching tonight on Vype Live. This is Liberty Hill Baseball. My name is Adam Mueller. Had some connection issues out here in Leander, but we are plodding on and keep working away here and hopefully bring this game to you. Been a good night so far, especially the top half of the 2nd for the Panthers. Really productive. That's when all 5 runs came. And other than that, been pretty quiet from the Lions bats. Cade Neuenschwander, Chucky's been dominating on the hill. He's been able to be aggressive with his pitchers.
Lions number 11, Logan Mitchell. Leading off the top of the 5th for the Panthers, number 8, Kobe DeMars.
And you heard it from the PA announcer. Logan Mitchell now moves from left field to pitcher. Colby DeMars will lead it off. A couple flyouts for DeMars, looking to get on base for the first time in this game. Swings and fouls it back. Just checking that defensive substitution for DeMars. Looks at that one low, 1-1 now. Again, Logan Mitchell now pitching after 4 innings of work from Harrison Thayer. Of course, gave up those 5 runs. That one real low. Looks like that's number 7 out there in left field for the Lions. 2 balls, 1 strike. That open stance from DeMars. Did he go? Well, it didn't matter. Called strike. Two now. Colby DeMars in that bright yellow jersey with the white pants. Leander in the blue. Pitch from Mitchell, high. DeMars just sort of ducked under it. Full count now. They still didn't give me the neon yellow, neon red combination, but yellow and blue will do. And DeMars goes down to lead off the 5th. Looks like that's Aiden Guzman, who's entered the game in right field. Here comes Chase Maxwell now. Walked in the 2nd to lead off that big 2nd inning for the Panthers, and then flew out in the subsequent inning. Facing Mitchell, swings and fouls it back towards us. One and 1 to Maxwell. There's strike 2 from Mitchell. He's had a confident start up there on the pitching mound. Nice atmosphere, as I said. Good support from both sides. Outside there, 2 and 2 now to Chase Maxwell. Really nice. One of those warm spring days where it's hot when the sun's out, but then rapidly gets cooler when the sun sets. It's really nice. Probably around 70 degrees right now. Low. Ball 3 now. Again, Panthers hitters making those pitchers work. Cole Tanksley comes over. Retrieves the ball for the umpire. Three-two. Interesting styles here. You've got in the away dugout, you've got pretty much all the Panthers player. Swing and a miss. 2nd strikeout for Logan Mitchell. Then on the other side, you have the Lions dugout where pretty much
5,
every player is sitting. Just from my perspective here, you cannot see the Lions players. You can't see most of them because most of them are sitting in the dugout, whereas most of the Panthers players right up on the fence, a lot more vocal. Cole Tanksley steps up, fouls it right towards us. Hit by pitch in the 2nd, then walked in the 3rd. Tanksley's been on a couple times for the Panthers. Two out, 0-1. Logan Mitchell pitching. Outside there. 1 and 1 now. 15 and 5 overall record for the Panthers. 2 and 3 in district. That's tied for 5th. There's a strike, loud strike on the fastball. Maybe not exactly where this team wanted to be at this point, but still a long way to go. Outside the playoff places for now, but really close, really crowded standings there. There's ball 2, 2 and 2 now. 2 out. Cole Tanksley looking to do something late in this inning. And again, another Panthers hitter working that count to 3-2. Now the last 2 struck out, but I'll reiterate that point of make the pitcher work. It's usually a good thing later in the game. Sort of chopped foul down the right field line. Bottom half of the 5th inning now.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Lions, number 15, Peyton Gordon.
Peyton Gordon, the first up. Cade Neuenschwander into his 5th inning of work. 5 strikeouts for Chucky so far. Ball 1 to Gordon. Has given up a couple base hits and a walk, but really nothing there for the Lions to be able to really hang their hat on. No momentum offensively. Again, fouled back, 2-1. Talking about the Liberty Hill record, Lions are 14-7-1 with a 3-2 district mark. Of course, that thanks to the victory on Tuesday night, 3-1 now to Gordon. That 3-2 mark's tied for second. Pitch from Neuenschwander's way high, and he will give up the walk to Gordon. Gets on to start the inning. It's close margins. You got Leander Rouse there at the top now, 4-1. The top of District 25 5A. Then 3 teams at 3-2. Rep Bronstad up for the Lions. Strike 1 from Neuenschwander. Gordon over there at first, no out. Second time he's been on base in this game. Strike number 2 from Neuenschwander. Boy, it seems like Cade, whenever has a difficult at bat, usually following a walk or hit by a pitch, he just goes right at the next hitter. 0-2 now. Carson Riley's going to go to first after ball 1 was thrown, just to check on Gordon. Lehman Lobos, Hayes, and this Leander Lions team are those 3 teams at 3-2 in the district. Inside, boy, that thing moved across the plate for strike 3. And Bronstad goes down for the second time in this game. Back to the top of the order. Damian Stout, the catcher for the Lions, steps in. He's hit by a pitch and grounded out in this game. Strikeout number 6 for Chucky. Usually racks up a lot of those. Swing and a miss there on the inside fastball. And then it's the 3 teams tied at 2-3. Glenn, these Liberty Hill Panthers, and Cedar Park. That ripped out in the right field. Coming hard is DeMars, who will throw to first, double play, as Peyton Gordon was running on the hit. And just like that, Cade Neuenschwander gets out of the 5th inning. And the Panthers keep rolling. We'll go to the 6th, still 5-0. Just headed to the top of the 6th inning. Panthers with a comfortable 5-0 lead here. Just talking about where Liberty Hill is in District 25 5A, tied at 2 and 3 with Glen and Cedar Park, which again is tied for 5th, but things can change pretty rapidly. Again, this team, as of this week, number 16 in the Diamond Pro THSB 5A Top 25. So big expectations. Of course, we should mention the injury to senior shortstop Brandon Creek, who is out for the year. One of those that's committed to Blinn College along with Kay Neuenschwander for next year. Really impressive from those two guys.
Leading off the top of the 6th for the Panthers, number 17, Jordan Andrews.
Leading off the 6th inning is Jordan Andrews, DH for Panthers this evening. Batting for second baseman tonight, Colton McDaniel. Andrews flew out in the, again, another check on the dugout. Those Panthers players right up on there, and this umpire does not like how far up they get. I think that's in relation, there's ball 1 to Andrews. I think that's in relation to distracting the pitcher and being in the pitcher's eye line as Logan Mitchell comes in for his 2nd inning of work. It is Aiden Guzman who is playing left field now, and as I understand it, not batting, because he technically came in for Harrison Thayer. There's strike 1 to Jordan Andrews. Harrison Thayer was the pitcher to start this game for the Lions, but was not batting. So we will see if Guzman steps up to the plate at any point. 2-1. Fouled straight back. Andrews doing a good job. We need to check with Coach Creek on his roster just to make sure I include Andrews for the next game. Fortunately lined out into a double play in that 3rd inning to Jordan Andrews, but good contact in both at bats. And talk about good contact, fouls that one back, hits one of the light poles. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss there from Andrews, as Mitchell already with his 3rd strikeout.
Number 12, Logan Dyer.
Faced 4 batters and struck out 3 of them. Logan Dyer now, hugely productive game it's been for the leadoff hitter for the Panthers. Hit by a pitch in the 1st, reached on a single in the 2nd, and then in the 4th, reached on an error. Well, we'll call that a single. It was a ground ball hit pretty much into short right field. Second baseman Rhett Bronstadt had to dive for it, and his throw was way off, so I think you credit Dyer with the single there. Strike 1 was called there. Dyer now looking at a 1-1. Pitch for Mitchell. Dyer holds off on that high heat. Of course, we will be back with you tomorrow, back at Panthers Field with a non-district matchup against Round Rock Westwood. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. The quick turnaround. Friday night game and then Saturday day game at noon. Getting right back out there. 2-2 now. Low for ball 3. Just see the contrast in Panthers hitters versus Lions hitters. A lot more full counts. The Lions pitchers to deal with. right up the middle, actually hit Mitchell in the leg and then careened right through second baseman and shortstop, and Logan Dyer on base for the fourth time. Call it 3 singles for the senior for the Panthers. Now it's the catcher for the Panthers, Carson Riley, stepping up, 1 out. Here in the top half of the 6th. One for 2 throw from Mitchell, a little bit inside Gordon, who will run over and track this down before Dyer can advance. 1 for 2 is Carson Riley. Got a strikeout and a single, also a sacrifice bunt in the 4th inning. Wonder if the game tomorrow plays any into Coach Creek's rotation or substitutions at all. We will see how much more work Cade Neuenschwander gets. We see some rotations in the lineup. Obviously, we'll find out, but this game is sort of flown by. Other than that top half of the 2nd, pretty quick innings. Mitchell checks first. Nice lead from Dyer, who thought about it. And Riley swung and fouled it back. Maybe another hit and run call there from Coach Creek. I don't know. Love the aggression. Of course, this Lions team has already played Round Rock Westwood in a non-district affair just a week ago. Dyer goes. Grounder is to second, so he'll have no play. Needs to have a play at first, and errant throw to first. So this should advance both. Riley's going to have to get on his horse and get over to second, and does. So Bronstedt dropped the ground ball, and his throw way inside at first.
Now batting number 2,
And
Cade Neuenschwander.
Both runners advance. Toby Ryman will come on to pinch run for the Panthers catcher. Again, I think you got to give credit again here to that hit and run. The ground ball is much more straightforward if there's not a runner and a bright yellow jersey running in front of the second baseman there. And you could tell maybe that gave him pause. Bronstedt, and his throw over to first was off. And Neuenschwander really trying to bunt that one. You can see Logan Dyer coming on hard to the plate. Maybe ill-advised on that high fastball. Oh, 1 now. Neuenschwander, 1 out. Swings and misses now. Oh, 2. Chucky's found himself in a hole here, but we know how good he is at getting himself out of it. Just like that, swings right through the gap. That should score 2. Dyer comes home, Ryman coming hard. Will be a play at second, but the ball is dropped by the cutoff man, and Cade Neuenschwander adds a couple of RBIs to his tally. That's 3 runs batted in for Neuenschwander. And the Panthers extend that lead 7-0, a little bit more cushion here. And Neuenschwander stands at second. Well, we'll just check that. Imagine it's probably not Neuenschwander, as we got a pinch runner. Carson Sharp stepping up, has walked and struck out in this game. Man on second. Really efficient night for the Panthers as well. Swung on, flied out into right. Bradford charging on. We'll see if Neuenschwander wants to take it. He does not. It is Brody Hyder out there. Pinch running for the third time in this game. Hyder's been out there pinch running so much that his jersey's all dirtied up. Looks like somebody who's been on the field and the base paths. Gavin Voth now with 2 outs. Really productive evening for the Panthers. 7 runs on 6 hits. Don't need a bunch of hits if you can draw a lot of walks. A couple hit by pitch. A few sack bunts in there. You put yourself in a dangerous situation. You put pressure on the defense for the opposing team. That's certainly what they've done in this game. 1-0 now. Gavin Voth at the plate. Swings and fouls it back. Last Saturday, it was 11-10 Westwood victory against these Lions. Quite the run fest. Of course, this Leander team is a couple losses in district to Rouse and then a couple wins against Hayes. Hard to pick out a real pattern this early in this season. Another wild pitch here. Stout, he should just get to this. Brody Hyder's going to advance to third, and Voth can get himself an RBI with a base hit. Two-one. Swung on, popped over towards the Panthers' dugout. Actually into the bullpen area. The bullpen area right behind the dugouts here at the Blue Diamond at Leander. 2-2 now, 2 out. Runner at third for the Panthers' big 7-0 lead. Swung on and missed, and Mitchell gets through it, but not after. 2 RBI double by Cade Neuenschwander, and the Panthers extend that advantage. Liberty Hill 7, Leander nothing. And we head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Home team, Leander Lions, come up to bat. Aiden Salazar, he'll lead it off. As Neuenschwander continues to work. Throws in strike number 1. Adam Mueller here with you on Vype Live. Thanks for joining us tonight. I know it's been a little chippy and choppy there as we get our connection sorted here in Leander, but glad to be with you and glad to see the Panthers with this dominating performance after heartbreaking loss Tuesday night, and Salazar goes down on 3 pitches. Boy, Neuenschwander just attacking these hitters. And
number 20, Michael Segovia.
We do have some changes from Coach Grissom. It's Michael Segovia, who's stepping in to bat. This is that DH spot. So my assumption is he's batting for Colby Holmes. Interesting decision there from Coach Grissom. Pinch hitting for his DH. First base as well, swing and a miss. 1-1 now. Trevor Hoffman came in to play first in that previous inning for Coach Grissom. Neuenschwander delivers a big strike. Starts to really cool down here. We got that Westwood game tomorrow, and then it's a pair of games against Lehman Lobos next week. Big swing and a miss, and Neuenschwander is cooking with gas, may I add. Max Kreitz will step up for his third time. Wide out, popped out in this game. Not really a whole lot going for Kreitz. Third baseman for the Lions, grounded over to second. Off the back foot, what a play by Colton McDaniel. Really good to see the defensive specialist in there with the big throw. And 1, 2, 3, Lions are retired. We'll head to the 7th, Liberty Hill 7, Leander 0.
Moving off the top of the 7th for the Panthers, number 8, Kobe DeMars.
Kobe DeMars stepping up to lead off the 7th for the Panthers. Kobe looking for a hit in this game. 0 for 3, a couple flyouts and a strikeout. Panthers right fielder, good rip, but again gets under it. Shortstop is over, and Capers makes the play. Got several defensive subs for the Lions. Chase Maxwell in there for his 4th at bat. Charlie Arnold now playing third base for the Lions as Coach Grissom continues with the substitutions. Chase Maxwell up. Logan Mitchell still pitching. Pitch is high and away. For 2 with a walk for Maxwell. This 7th inning. Big rip down the third base line, goes foul. Talk about that 2-game set against Lehman next week. Tuesday will be the home game in that pairing. So we'll be back at Panthers Field Tuesday night. And then Thursday will be the game down in Buda. Swung on towards Arnold at third. He's just checked in. He's got a long throw, and Maxwell beats it out. You know the speed that Chase has. It was a tough play for Arnold to make. And Chase Maxwell on first time. Cole Tanksley up now. Lehman's down in Kyle. Technically, not Buda. So we'll be down there on Thursday. My assumption there is that we've got a holiday weekend, of course, Good Friday, and then Easter on Sunday. So we're ending the week a little bit early. Tanksley drives it up the middle. Could be a double play. Capers fumbles the ball, though. And runner advance. Tanksley's on for a third time.
Now batting number 17, Jordan Andrews.
Jordan Andrews would get his fourth at bat. He's made some good contact in this game, has Andrews, 0 for 3, but does have an RBI on a flyout in the second inning. Lined to do a double play in the third, and then struck out the previous inning, taking a little bit too much time, and time is called. 2 men on, 1 out. Panthers still with the big 7-0 lead. The lefty Andrews swings and misses. Beautiful, beautiful evening here. Starting to get a Central Texas. Mitchell looks over there and throws again. Gets past Stout. And both runners will advance. So, second and third now with 1 out. Opportunity for Andrews. Get something going. Add another RBI to his tally tonight. 1-1. High for a ball. Infield is in. Outside again, Stout tried to frame that one. 3-1 now to Andrews. More patience and maturity being shown by a young Panthers hitter. Well, I just say that, maybe I jinxed him. Big cut on the 3-1 now, filled up. Full count. Three and 2 now to Andrews. 1 out. Outside, and a really good at bat by Jordan Andrews.
Now batting number 12, Logan Dyer.
Now Logan Dyer back to the top for the Panthers. And we will have a pinch runner. Who do we have? It looks like that's Pearson Lowry. Pinch run for Jordan Andrews. Dyer steps up, having gotten on base all 4 previous at-bats. Stout, Stout got real lucky there. Ball got past him and then hit the shoe of the umpire and careened back towards the plate. Catcher had no idea where the ball was till his manager yelled at him, let him know the ball's right under you. Big swing now by Dyer. That might drop behind third, and it does. 1 run will score. The ball is fumbled. 2nd run will score. Lowry will stop at second, and a little flare single there by Logan Dyer scores 2 runs. He's been on 5 times in this game. And Scoreboard just gets bigger and bigger. 9-0 now. And Coach Grissom might make a change here at the pitching mound. Just got enough of it, and part of the issue for the Lions was that the infield was in, so the third baseman, Arnold, had a long way to go to get to that, not to mention the shortstop was nowhere near it. And 2 runs cross over, and another single for Dyer, who I count as having 4 hits in this game, 4 singles. And of course, that hit by pitch, so 4 for 4. Add 2 RBIs to it. And the runs have been coming steadily in here for the Panthers. Again, 9 runs on 8 hits. Don't need it all in one big bomb. And another thing different from Tuesday night, not a lot of guys left on base tonight. Scoring with the guys that have been on. Pitch from Mitchell's in there for a strike to Panthers catcher Carson Riley. Does have a hit in this game, also struck out. Laid down a sacrifice bunt and reached on an error in the previous inning. A lot of action in the infield for the Lions. Rips that one out to the right. Bradford charges. Lowry thought about advancing. And what do we have here? I think we've got a balk call. So Carson Riley's going to stay in there with 0-1. Boy, that's an interesting one. You don't see a lot where the batter actually makes contact and the balk is called after the play is over. And Mitchell, again, shuffles his feet there. So Lowry and Dyer move over a base, 2 men in scoring position. Riley cuts it the opposite way. Left fielder's got a long way to go and makes the play. Lowry tags up and scores from third. So it will be an RBI for Carson Riley. And the Panthers into double digits.
Now batting number 10, Cade Neuenschwander.
10-0 now, 2 out. Chucky's back up, Cade Neuenschwander. His 5th at bat. Also been on base 4 times. Coach Grissom maybe now will make a change. Just trying to keep track of all these lines changes here. Going to be number 9 for Leander. That's Caleb Nyberg pitching now. Well, warm things up. 3rd pitcher of the game for the Lions. Just checking to see who's playing catcher for Leander. I think that may be Michael Segovia, who's batted and is now playing catcher. I do not have a 21 listed, but Cade Neuenschwander will come up for his 5th at bat. 2 walks. Double for 2 RBI, so 2 for 2, 3 RBI for Neuenschwander in this game. Really a good encapsulation of what how efficient and productive this Liberty Hill team has been this evening. So we will just stay right here. Nyberg continues to work, and we're just about ready to go.
Now pitching for the Lions, number 9, Caleb Nyberg.
Chucky steps up, and we are ready to go here. 10-0. Top of the 7th inning, 2 out. Logan Dyer stands at second base. That little foul ball came over towards Coach Creek. Had a little too much heat on it. He thought about the barehanded snag and thought better. A little self-preservation. That ball ripped down the line. Almost had enough juice to be a home run, just way left of the foul pole. So Neuenschwander getting the bat out, testing out the power. 0-2 now. Nyberg checks second, nobody holding him on, and Neuenschwander, nice piece of hitting. This should get Dyer home, rounds third, and will cross uncontested. 11-0, and RBI number 4 for
now batting number 23, Carson Sharp.
Neuenschwander. Nothing now. Statement from the Panthers this evening after that difficult game on Tuesday. I say we are not pretenders, and that pitch inside, Sharp did not move. Let that thing hit him.
Now batting number 3, Gavin Voth.
Third hit by pitch in this game for the Panthers. Sharp gets on for the second time. Gavin Voth now. He's had an interesting game. He walked in the first. Grounded out in the second, but did get an RBI with that. Grounded out again in the fourth and then struck out in the previous inning. Got some sort of event going on at the Lions football stadium just behind us. Big cheer coming up. I don't know if it's there's another hit by a pitch. Nyberg having some control issues here. 2 straight HBPs. As Voth gets on for the second time. So how do you score this one? Colby DeMars led off this inning with a flyout. It's a hat trick of flyouts for Colby in this game. Also a strikeout, looking to get his first hit in this game. Low for a ball. Nyberg just trying to get some control. Neuenschwander at third. Carson Sharp at second. Gavin Voth at first. The heart of that Panthers lineup all on base. 1-0 from Nyberg outside. Just checking to see if we have pinch runners here. We're so high up here, sometimes it's hard to see those yellow numbers. Yeah, it is Brody Hayter at third now. Carson Sharp is at second. Big cut from DeMars. Foul that away from us. Two-one now. To the 6 hitter for the Panthers. Another foul ball. 2-2. 2 out, big lead for the Panthers on this last night of March. Get ready for April, folks. Seems like it's flown by. Of course, we got April Fool's Day tomorrow. Hopefully there's no pranks on the Panthers. High ball 3 to DeMars. Well, got to do something now. 2 out, bases loaded, 3-2 count. This is really the beauty of baseball right here. Quick from Nyberg. Runners are going. And another foul ball for DeMars. We might run out of balls here in a second. Kobe DeMars is out there for too much longer. Again, 11 runs on 9 hits. That's the thing to see. Runners go again. DeMars hits that one straight in the air. It's going to come off the moon, and Arnold, who came in, makes the play. So that'll do it for the Panthers in the 7th, but they add another 4. And we head to the bottom half of the inning, 11-0.
Leading out the bottom of the 7th for the Lions, number 3, Hayden Capers.
And welcome back, folks. 2 Blue Diamond at Leander. Hayden Capers steps up for his 3rd at bat. And Cade Neuenschwander in for the 7th inning of work, going for that complete game shutout. Only giving up 2 hits in this evening. And there's another strike. Boy, the quick kick and attack. Coach Grissom, actually, for the Lions, hasn't even made his way to 3rd yet. See him at the bottom of your screen. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches. Struck him out. Neuenschwander absolutely dominating. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Strikeout number 9. Caleb Nyberg, the pitcher, will go up, checked his swing, ball 1. Opportunity for the pitcher to come in and get the Lions some activity on the offensive side. Swing and a miss. Neuenschwander still throwing that heat by these Lions batters. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Double digits. Make that 10 Ks for Chucky. 2 out. And the Lions down to their last out. And we do have another new face here for Coach Grissom. He's getting everybody involved tonight. Swing and a miss for John Chamberlain. Righty. Old school. I like this a lot. No batting gloves. Last opportunity for the Lions here. Did he check it? He did not. 1-2. Neuenschwander 1 strike away from the shutout. Such an impressive pitching performance. We talked about the bats, but really it's been Chucky on the hill. Strike number 3, game over. What a performance by the Panthers tonight at Leander. They come in and say, hey, we are supposed to be one of the top teams in the state, and they showed it tonight. Good performance. Another district split. We will be back with you tomorrow afternoon. It's a noon start against Round Rock Westwood. But what a comprehensive, dominant performance for the Panthers. That'll be it for me. Thanks for joining us tonight. Again, the final from the Blue Diamond at Leander. It's the Liberty Hill Panthers 11, the Leander Lions 0.